From the gun, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Blank. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. And here's Bijan. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Looking deep here for Tillman. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Falcons are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over,
that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
It's nothing but an interception fest, y'all.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Buccaneers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Falcons will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense.
It's our defense that's playing the game right now, y'all.
You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did.
I like it. It's not annoying at all. It's kind of interesting.
Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback.
That big boy is kind of hard to take down, bro.
So we have reached halftime here. It is a 6-point difference at the break. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Right back to the fullback. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these 3rd and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They're trying to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll go play action with Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. On play action, Stroud, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Tillman, the man in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down, but tries to make this play extended and takes a big loss.
On second down, Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Now, oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Inside the 15-yard line. Now the Bucks will take their first timeout.
Sometimes you just have to keep it simple. You don't need to overthink things on 2nd and short. Give it to the big guy behind you, send him crashing forward through the line, pick up the 1st down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll run here. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. An inside give here to the fullback on the dive. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll run with Tracy. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Tracy looking to run. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. So a win here for the Buccaneers.
GG.
And it was thanks in no small part to their defense. They forced the opponent into 5 turnovers, just stifling them drive after drive. That was the story.
All right, Chad, I got
of
it.
this
My
game.
dog out. Be right
Their
back.
offense did more than enough. They're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oaks. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone. First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air? Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Looking deep here for Tillman. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jack Gibbons. And the Dolphins are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Penix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Miami. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Tillman, the man in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The Big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
Here's 2nd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are under.
And yes, that'll get it. 1st down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going. The motion man is Johnson. He'll drop to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick-6. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Oh, he missed the extra point. It's no good, and they can't even this one up. They will remain down by 1. Still a little time. final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him...
That's over the middle and intercepted.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's in! Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground here again.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
3rd and 5. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll go again here with Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with the sneak. And he will have a Dolphins first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Now this time, he'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And the Dolphins are going to have it 1st and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll run here with Taylor. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Dolphins. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. On the toss, it's Robinson. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down and 9. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Open man left side. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. What a throw. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Tampa.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
This will be big for the Bucs. They're going to try the 2-point conversion. Again, it's Penix. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. That's into the hands of T.J. Watt. And the Dolphins are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's first down. They send him right out of the slot. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Here's Taylor. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. They get the conversion with a gain of 22. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with first and 10. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Damn good game, that's all I'm going to say.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
GG.
So a win here for the Buccaneers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife.